Hello everybody, my name is Jared and today is a very special video. This is my 100 subscriber video. I am a little late. I got 100 subscribers maybe a month ago or two, but I'm just in the middle of school and it's slightly difficult to pump videos out really fast, so I made this as soon as I possibly could. But today I wanted to do a Lego room tour. I say room-ish because it's more than one room and this is a pretty big room. I don't know if you'd consider this to be a room, but this is where I do most of my work. So this is where I restore Lego, customize Lego, things like that. A lot of the stuff that I do off camera. So you'll see I have a wide variety of Sharpies here. And this is sort of my workspace where I customize minifigures, everything like that. As you can see, my most recent project was to pull all my Mandalorians out and mix and match them. Not the Death Watch guys, but the other guys. Try to make them all look different from each other so that there weren't any identical Mandalorians here. So I guess I'll start from front to back and just point things out, show you why things are there, why I do the things that I do. So we'll start with, we'll start with the chair. This is just where I sit. This is where I build, customize, repair Lego, things like that. This chair is where I build. It's an empty space because I just finished building one. So it's gone now, but I do that so I can stare at that flat screen while I build the set. I just finished building these two sets. I customized that one. I don't like the way that it looks, the red and the brown. I just wanted it to be a regular ATST, so I took the red and the brown off. And how I do that is by sorting your Legos. Okay, if you guys really like to get into customization like I do, my number one tip is to sort Legos. Sort them all out, okay? Because if you're trying to customize your sets however you want them to be, you need to know where your pieces are, what color of those pieces you have, and how many of those pieces you have, okay? So if I need a piece, let's say on the ATST, I wanted to replace the red leg, I would come to some of the Technic parts right here. You can see that here's the red and the brown that came off of it. I replaced them with gray. I had some gray to replace them. And I replaced them with the red and brown. But you need to sort out all of your Lego. You cannot have them all mix and match if you really want to get into the customization part of Lego. So again, on this side, you'll see we have plants. There's 1x1 plates, wedges, tiles. We have the studs, everything like that. So please, if you'd like to customize, sort out your Legos. It really helps. And I just have some extra pieces. This was a Bricklink order that I had. It was full of Legos, probably about $200 worth of bricks. Sorted them out, got them out. Well, I didn't put them in here because they were like large portions of one piece, so I just put those in bags, but I'll show that later. So, also what I like to do is with my minifigures. You'll see here I have all pilots, different kind of pilots, or rebel pilots, I mean. And there's some resistance people in there too. I have all my Astromechs or BB-8, C-3PO, stuff like that. Here's my Sith. But yeah, I like to keep them in bags. With the droids, I like to keep them in this box right here. The reason I keep them in this box is because the box is rigid. So if they're in here, there's not much that can push down on them and break them. like with the bags, they just get tossed around. But I keep them in a box because droids are very, very fragile. All right. I try to keep, because I love to army build, I try to keep these in as good of condition as possible. And how I do this is keeping them in a box. This pencil is for the eraser. I like to erase if I have a double-sided head, or there's a print on the minifigure that I don't like. You can actually just erase it with the pencil. So that's why I have that in there. If you really want to keep your Legos in good condition and restore them, sometimes you have to use super glue. I know a lot of people don't like to because they don't like the permanence of it. However, if you want to keep your old Lego pieces like droids, these arms snap like crazy, okay? And so sometimes you just have to super glue their arm on there. Or you can replace it with, because they do give you extras, I try to replace them as much as possible. But stuff with like super battle droid arms, or legs, if they break, you just super glue it. That's how I do it. That's how I made this General Grievous. You don't have to super glue it, his arms like that, but I like to play with my minifigures, and if he's like dodging around and everything, he needs some stability. So if you don't mind super glue helps. Sharpies help. Erasers help. Those are all different kinds of ways to help customize. You can see here I have out my heads. This is your best way to customize and have variety in your Lego armies. Say you have a battle pack and they all have the exact same head. You come in here, you say, oh, I could replace one of these heads with a female head and have like a female rebel. Or I want one of my rebels to be an alien, so I replace it with an alien head. Stuff like that. So this is also, I have base plates here to display my armies. This is more of a personal army. It doesn't really have anything to do with Star Wars, but I like to display that army. Like I mentioned before, I have all my minifigures sorted in bags. So like we have stormtroopers, First Order stormtroopers, and crew members. Final Order. We have the 212th with the Recon Division. We have Hoth troopers. Death troopers. Yeah, keep them organized. They really help if you want to make an army building video, or if you want to make a mock, or just play with them, and you know exactly where they are, how many you got. Just pull them out, keep them in bags. Very nice. There's my computer. I try to do some video stuff on that. I tried to before this video. That's where I do a lot of Bricklink shopping as well. Here, I have some X-Wings. These have been built and completed. They are customized. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you can see that this is a yellow X-Wing. This is the Luke's X-Wing that has recently been out. I customized it because I didn't want to have like 3 Luke's X-Wings. I would rather have X-Wings for my army. So I made that. We have a red X-Wing. It's similar to Luke's, but it is different. And then we have a yellow X-Wing. I have these pieces over here ready for when I build the 3rd X-Wing. I have a 3rd X-Wing that I want to build. And this, I believe it's medium azure. Azure blue is the color. That's what I plan on making the last X-Wing. Also, you can see right here, stickers. If you don't use stickers, on a specific set, keep them. You never know when they can come in handy. Like on those X-Wings, if you keep the stickers that you don't use, you could apply them to other stickers or other sets, and it will help you create better custom builds. It's always good to have base plates here, so I just got base plates stacked up here in case I want to build something on the base plate. Also back here, we just have, this is a project that I have going on here. They're in the process of it. The Bricklink order is not in yet, so that's why they're just kind of standing here waiting for me to get that order in. And lastly, I just have a box of random minifigures. Another bunch of droids here. Kitty stuff. This stuff is for my girlfriend. She likes to get into Legos sometimes. But yeah, so this is the main table that I work at. However, I can't keep everything at the main table. So I have to keep it all in the back room. Now, I want to apologize for the lighting on this back room because it's not the greatest, but it's a back room for a reason. It's not meant to be displayed. However, this is where I keep all of the Legos in the back that I don't want to work on at the exact moment. So here we have bins for like 1x2 bricks, plates, skinny plates, big plates, and then bricks. Obviously these couldn't fit in those smaller compartments. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff here. Over here is where I keep the bigger portions of Bricklink orders. Like we have, if I have a bunch of pieces of one color or one type of color, like browns, dark tans, and regular tans, I try to keep them in the bags because I don't want them to get mixed up with other pieces. But yeah, this is where I keep large portions of bricks. Try to color code them as well. Also, this is where I keep, in this big giant Lego bin, this is where I keep big, large, blocky pieces like rock pieces and slopes and stuff like that. Okay. Here are just some sets that I have sitting there. I just finished customizing them, so I didn't really feel like putting them back in the box. But in these two boxes here, this one on the right is full of original trilogy sets, and the one on the left is full of prequel sets. I stacked them on here because I don't have room to display them, but it's kind of dark in there. But you see some Y-Wings, Millennium Falcons down there. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah. Bin of original trilogy prequel sets. This is a bin of smaller sets. It's not really dedicated to any specific era. However, right now it seems like it's mostly original trilogy sets. These are just for smaller sets. Keep that locked up. Here's where I keep all my instructions. I keep them just because I feel bad to throw them away. However, I know that most sets have instructions online. This is where I keep my Bionicles. These are just boxes that I keep just because I don't want to throw away. Just because I like the box art. It's always good to have storage bags. If you have Legos, get storage bags. They help keep things dry and dust free. Okay, here's a bunch of sets that I just didn't feel like putting anywhere. A lot of these aren't Star Wars related. I am mainly a Star Wars channel, but here's just some sets that I just got for fun. These are other Star Wars sets, just like I felt like displaying. I love that slave one in the back. Love that set right there. But yeah, I didn't feel like putting them up in a box, so I let them stay out here. Down here's some more pieces from Pick a Brick Wall. And then these are all unopened, unbuilt sets. So we have like the Marauder, AAT, got the bonsai tree set, Lego movie set. I have a bunch of Star Wars up here. I have 4 TIE fighters there. Got the Mandalorian Starfighter, Obi-Wan set. I have some Harry Potter sets, some architecture sets. So yeah, I have a bunch of sets that are not opened, just waiting for me to get the urge to open them and build them, but it's kind of hard when you're in college. You get a little busy. Down here on the bottom is the bigger sets. We have 2 ATs, ATDP, 3 ATSTs. This is the ATST that I was talking about, the Raider ATST with the Mandalorian. I did not like the brown and red color scheme, so I replaced it with gray and dark gray, so that way it can fit into my Imperial army rather than be some weird, I don't even know what you would call it, some weird ATSD. Also, main thing, put your sets in boxes or on shelves like this. If there ever is, especially if you're in a basement or something like that, if there's ever water down here, these will do a great job at keeping them safe. They're up about a couple inches off the ground. If it's anything more than that, it just sucks, but keeping them up on the shelf helps to do everything possible to keep them from getting damaged. Especially these boxes right here, they help a lot. There's some boxes right there that I have finished. I keep the empty boxes. I don't know why. I keep the empty boxes here. And there, I collapse them down and just keep them. I'll get rid of them once I have a place of my own, because I do not need them. But for now, they're just good to have, I guess. So yeah, I believe that is everything. There's probably a bunch of little tiny details that I passed over, like there's some dinosaurs back there, Harry Potter figures there. And I could have showed you more in depth, but this video is getting a little longer than I anticipated. If there's any portion of the video that would like to be seen more in depth, like how I customize figures or sets, or how I repair Lego, keep it in good condition, because all this stuff has been around since 2006 or 7 or 8, around there. So anything that you want me to go more in depth with, I will. Just ask me in the comments. Be more than happy to. But without further ado, I will just end it there. Again, thank you all for 100 subscribers. Please keep watching, like, share, comment. It helps me. It doesn't really take much effort to do either. It just helps me get my content out there and then help other people see what I like to do with Legos. The army videos keep coming. As you can see, I have a bunch of sets to open up. I have a bunch of Bricklink orders. The armies are getting bigger, and not just the normal armies. My Mandalorian army is getting bigger. I have other armies that I like to create, and I like to create my own armies. As you saw with my girlfriend's armies, and I have my sister's army that she helped design and create. So yeah, a bunch of new videos that will come out probably in the summertime. That's what I like to do, my army videos. But again, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching.